Hi, kindergarten, first and second grade leaders. We are getting ready for July 1st. And happy 4th of July if you are out this weekend. We will miss you. We're going to continue to meet with our kids. We've had a whole group of kids be there most of the summer. We have not been terribly low. So keep that in mind as you're making your plans for the summer. If you can be there, it would be great to have you. No guilt trip. I know you guys give a lot, so go have fun with your families. But if you are trying to figure out, does Christy really need me? The kids really need you. They are enjoying building relationships with you. Today we are talking about Paul. We're in this series called World Changers, and Paul was recently put in prison because the Jews didn't like that he was telling people that they didn't have to follow the Jewish laws anymore. And so while Paul is there, several leaders have come to him and have tried to encourage him to testify. And he, through what God told him, God told him he would have the opportunity to testify in Rome. And so right now he's not in Rome. He is he's not in Rome yet, but I can't remember where he is. Caesarea. In Judea. That's where he is. And so while he's there, he gets the opportunity to talk to some different rulers and kings. And in every conversation he has, just like I was reading an article today about Chris Pratt, when he received an award from MTV for the Generation Award, he was able to share with people about who Jesus is. Paul took every opportunity. It didn't matter what crowd he was with. He took every opportunity to share who Jesus is, and we want to encourage kids to do the same thing. So in your small group time, your social activity is just a little fun activity. You're going to have a piece of paper, and the kids are going to draw one picture on there, and then the next person is going to take the paper and they're going to add to it, and hopefully you have something super creative when you're all done. And you can get the kids to create a story about what it is that they created. We want kids through that activity to realize that some things that we see that don't really look all put together end up being something, and we just have to trust God that in the middle of tough situations and times where we're tested by things going on around us, that God still has a plan for us, and that plan includes us sharing who Jesus is and what Jesus has done for our life. So we'll move into large group, play a minute to win it game, and then you'll move into your small group time. And each small group has a roll of paper like this, and already written on your roll of paper is Jesus in really big block letters. And you guys can color the Jesus part in. You could write words in there to describe who Jesus is. This time, you should use this time with your small group to really have kids explain who they think Jesus is. Last week, you guys talked through the gospel and what that means, so you may want to review that. Those posters will be hanging up all over the room. You may want to review that and see if some kids want to draw pictures about that or to write things about that. I would love to be able to display this in the hallway for all the adults to see what kids are learning about who Jesus is. In fact, we may actually be able to do a little video that we can share on our Facebook page and our app so that the church can see what kids are learning about who Jesus is. So make this as big as you possibly can. Each small group is going to have their very own role. So if you wanted to, as an environment, you could work on that together. But if you want to just keep it with your small group, you can do that as well. Your memory verse activity this month you'll have your memory verse. It's also up on the wall on our big posters. And the kids are supposed to throw a ball back and forth as they say words to the memory verse. If you want to change this up and how you play the game, feel free to do that. You'll pray and dismiss, and encourage the kids to go home and talk about who Jesus is to them, and ask their family to tell them what they think about Jesus and who Jesus is to them. Thank you for leading. If you have any questions, or if you're ready to jump in and be a part of the party, let me know. We still have plenty available to help you with, and I would love to partner with you to see some more parties happen in our communities. Talk to you soon.